Let me try something new today. Okay. For anything else, good morning, everyone. Good morning, guys. Welcome to my live stream. And let me see if I can uh, share this to Facebook. I hope I can. One is watching. I will try to I will try to share this to Facebook. I don't know how to do. Nothing. No share in Facebook. How to do this one? Like while you are having the live stream and then share to Facebook, is it possible? Mm, I think it's not possible. Okay, let's talk about the places you want to visit for a holiday. Today in the Philippines is 12 o'clock noon, 12:09 noon. It's very hot. I'll show you I'm in the attic, and I will show you the view from my window. So that one, you see, it's very hot. Okay. And if there is no lockdown, for sure, many people will go to beach and go swimming. So, Philippines is surrounded of water, and we have more than 7,000 islands all over the Philippines. So, Philippines is an archipelago, and we have many beautiful beaches all over the Philippines. Some are white sand, some are black, some are gray, some are fine sand, some are not. And the most popular places to go is the Coron of Palawan, El Nido, Puerto Galera of Mindoro, Boracay, of course. They said that Boracay has a beautiful sunset all over the world. So Boracay is famous all over the world. There are also beaches in Subic and in Batangas and in Cebu and Davao. In Davao is I forgot the place. From Davao City, you have to ride a boat to that island. So there is also beautiful beach there. So it's nice to swim in a hot weather. It is summer, so this is the peak no the hottest weather in the Philippines from March, April, and May, and then it will slow down around second week of June or first week of June, because that's the start of the storm. So we also have Philippines also uh, experienced storm. So we have a super typhoon. Like we have more than 10 typhoons in the whole year, and that's why if you will go to the Philippines on summer, the uh, plane ticket is very expensive, because this is the good time to travel in the Philippines because it's hot. And if you want to visit the Philippines and you want the cheapest price, try to come here on the typhoon season, which is July, August, and September. So the price of the plane ticket is a little bit not expensive during those month, because it's hard to travel if there's typhoon sometimes. Like when I and my best friend traveled to Palawan and go to underground river, the first try. the first day it was canceled because of a high tide, because it suddenly rained. So the the coordinator, the tourist guide, asked us to change the itinerary for that day. Instead of going to underground river, we go to other place, and then because the underground river is supposed to be our first day in the itinerary, but and then the other so because it rained, and there is a high tide, so the boat cannot go under the go to the river, because underground is inside the cave. So if it is high tide, we cannot get to the cave. So we changed the itinerary. We switched the itinerary of the first day and the last day. So we did the underground river on the last day of our trip to Palawan. Underground river is very nice. There are so many stalactites. Is that the stalactites? Like the water in the cave. If it is like every time um, it flows, so there will be something to like create something, and they call it stalactites. I'm not sure if the term is like that. And that thing, it formed into different thing, like there is one that I saw that looks like a pineapple, and there is one that looks like a banana, and there is also, like, you can see many uh uh like pictures inside, if your imagination is very um wide. I even saw that it looks like the face of Jesus Christ there. And many there is also, I saw also like a shape of the banana heart, and a shape of a candle. So many, if you are just if you will just use your imagination inside the underground river. So we went there together with other tourists, and I'm not sure how many I forgot how many people in one boat. And it's really nice, very very nice. And also uh what else? Um, I haven't been to Puerto Galera, but my hometown is in Mindoro, and Puerto Galera is in Mindoro. So I have no chance to go to Puerto Galera, but that is one of my plan, like my plan to go there, maybe if I have a chance. So, aside from the beaches, there we also have here in the Philippines like a mountain. So I climbed the major mountain here last year. We call it Mount Pulag. It was the They said before it was the second highest mountain here in the Philippines, but now it is the third highest mountain in the Philippines. And it's very nice experience, because before we climb the mountain, we stay in the tent. So we slept in the tent, me and my best friend slept in the tent. And at around 1 o'clock we woke up and started to prepare ourselves and climb the mountain. So we reaches the top of the mountain before the sunrise. So I we experienced the sunrise on top of Mount Pulag. But it took us how many hours? Like 3 or 4 hours to climb the mountain. And on your way, you can find two springs, and you can drink water. It's fresh, and the taste of the water from the springs tastes like a little bit sweet. It's nice and cold. Um, and we have a group uh, to when we climbed the mountain, but those groups that were together, they were the mountain climber. So and me, I climb mountains in China, but not major mountain, and it's totally different from the mountain here in the Philippines, because the mountain in China, there are steps, so it's easy for you to climb going up. But here, the mountain here in the Philippines has no steps, like it's like really a rock, just like a regular mountain. So some there are like steep apart, and it's really hard to climb that mountain. So I have that stick I borrowed um, from the local people in that area, because that stick really helps me a lot in climbing the mountain, because if I'm tired, I just like hold that one. And going up to the mountain, like I really want to surrender the first time we stopped, and they said it's not even the middle part of the mountain. So I really want to curse my best friend, because she's the one who planned for climbing the mountain. But on the way, it's really hard and tiring. So if you have um, a heart problem, don't attempt to go to Mount Pulag, because there is one gay who climbed the mountain, and in the middle of the mountain, he got a heart attack. So some of his teammates continue going up. The half of the teammate, they help him to go down, because if he will continue, then he might die. And according to our tour guide, I think there are two or more people died in that mountain, like they got a heart attack climbing the mountain. So if you have a heart problem, just don't go to Mount Pulag. That's the best suggestion I can give you. And let's continue, like during our way to Mount Pulag. I think we stopped two or three times, and there is a place there that you can sit, rest for a while, pee, eat some snack, and then continue climbing the mountain. And when you reach the top of the mountain, it's very nice, very cold. So I never that was my first time to feel that it is like winter in the Philippines, because we don't have winter here in the Philippines. We only have two seasons through the years: summer season and rainy season. So winter is not really common. Not common in the Philippines, but in Mount Pulag, it was September. It's very cold, so I wear my thick jacket that I always wear in China when the weather was 5 degrees or lower. And then I used that. I wore that winter jacket in Mount Pulag, and it's still cold. And when you are on top of the mountain, you can see everything. You can even see the clouds, as if like you can touch the clouds. It's very nice, very very nice, but it's very very cold. So if you will climb the major mountain, make it sure that your shoes is for the climbing the mountain, because my best friend, she climbed the mountain wearing the white shoes, a regular regular sports shoes, and it's so slippery. I bought sandals, but that is good for climbing the mountain and good for swimming, even good for uh, like walking to the rocks, because it is designed for that one. And I think that is a local brand, Sandugo. They are famous for sports bags, sports shoes, mountain climbing gears. So like everything about sports. So that's it. So what else? Um, what else? I also went to oh, In Bohol also there is a beautiful beach, Panglao Beach. Many foreigners also went there. They love it there. Um, it's not as pricey as Boracay. Boracay is very expensive to stay, but Bohol is not expensive. And in if you will compare, if you will rent a motorbike in Boracay and in Bohol, in Bohol you can rent a motorbike for 250 to 400 pesos in one day. It depends on the style and if the motorbike is new or not. So if it is new and beautiful, then the price is a little bit expensive, 400. Maximum 400. But it's not like 250, 300 is also okay. But in Boracay, if you will rent a motorbike, you will cost more than 1,000 pesos, 1,500 for just not even 24 hours, not even not even 12 hours. So it's very expensive in Boracay. And maybe because Boracay is already commercialized, and many Chinese people, they own shop in Boracay. When I went in Boracay, I met the owner of the, you know, shake, milkshake, fruit shake. They made different kinds of juice out of fruits. And the owner is Chinese. I spoke to him, a young guy from China. I just find out he's Chinese because they are selling this egg. It is preserved egg. It is famous in China, a preserved egg. I like that egg. I always eat that. Like if I'm hungry and then I don't want to, it's like a simple snack that will uh, uh, full your stomach. So it's very cheap in China. It's just like 1 kwai or 1.5 kwai, which is like 7 pesos to 10 pesos. But in Boracay, I saw that egg. I thought it's cheap. I thought it's just 20 pesos, something like that. But they are selling that for 50 pesos. So it's expensive. It's because it's imported from China. So that's the sign that I asked the 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 sales lady that is the owner Chinese, because this is from China. Then she told me yes, he's Chinese. And then like he called the boss, and then I spoke to him. So a very young guy. So most shop there were owned by foreigners in Boracay. That's why it's expensive. But in Bohol, it is still owned by the local people. But I saw one grocery in Bohol. They are selling Korean stuff and some Chinese stuff. I think it's owned by foreigner. And the price of those goods in that grocery is expensive compared to the normal ones. But in Panglao, you can see McDonald's, 7-Eleven, like the normal fast food chain here in Metro Manila. You can also see there. And I like the barbecue there. We stopped by somewhere else while we are riding a motorbike, and I bought a barbecue. Mm, they are selling barbecue. Barbecue is one of the favorite of Filipino people, and we just put vinegar or sometimes soy sauce and then eat it. And we also eat that barbecue while we are having a drink. So it's a partner for beer. Oh, okay. Let me drink my coffee first. I don't know who is watching, but I have two audience right now. Thank you for watching, and I have a good news. My subscribers is 1,000. I think 1,340 something subscribers now, and my watch time is almost 3,000 almost. So, oh, by the way, um I experienced teaching a very young kid yesterday, and he cannot understand some of English. So, and then there is a word there like fifth. And then I just know the Chinese word of five. So five is different from fifth. So I keep on saying woo, woo, woo. And then this morning I discovered fifth is let me see. I wrote it here so I will not forget. This is the way how I learn Mandarin. If I encounter one word and then I don't know how to say it in Chinese, I will. In China, I have this thick dictionary. It's English and Mandarin, but I did not bring it in the Philippines because it's very heavy and it will cost me a lot for the kilogram. So I just leave it in my house in China. And my Chinese roommate, I gave it to my Chinese roommate. And anyway, it's okay. Um, I discovered new word in Chinese, which is uh, how to say the fifth in Chinese. It is let me see. Fifth is Di Wu. Di Wu. Okay, so if it is like first, second, so it's if it is one is E, two is R, but if it is first D E, so you have to add D before the word E. So D E D R D San D S D Wu. So if I will have a class again with that student, then I know Di Wu Di Wu Lo. Lo means floor, so fifth floor. So I know the Chinese for floor, but I don't know the Chinese term for first, second, third. The ordinal numbers. I don't know the Chinese for ordinal numbers. So when I teach that to the kid, I keep on saying wulo, wulo, but it shouldn't be like that. It should be de lo. So that's my mistake. But anyway, I learn. So being a teacher, it's a continuous process. Most of the time, I learn from my students, and if you are a very good observer in your class as a teacher, you will discover many things, and you will know how to play with the kids, because they will tell you what to do. Even they will not tell it to you directly, but if you are a very good observant, you can observe. Like when I'm teaching early childhood, you know, when you are learning the theory, you will not learn everything in the classroom, but in the actual classroom situation, you will learn a lot. So during my training as an early childhood teacher in Beijing for 1 month, of course, I will not learn many. It's just a theory. But when I started to teach, then that's the time I learn a lot. I learn how, like, 2 years old, 3 years old, sometimes 1 year old, they cannot express themselves in words. But if you are a very good observer teacher, they can observe. You can observe that they want to do something and they are trying to say it to you in the body language. So I read the actions of the kids, and I started to learn, and I discover many things. And it's really funny because what can 1 year old do in a class? Nothing, right? So I just learn theory, and then simple technique on how to play games with them. So I just learned tap 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 tap, and then one kid, he did not follow my instruction, but he's doing other things. He keeps on rolling the ball back and forth. So he's telling the teacher that it's not only tap that you can play with the ball, but you can also do rolling back and forth, back and forth. So when I do that, then it's more fun. And then I ask them to face with their parent and play rolling the ball to their parents back and forth. So every day when I'm teaching kids, I learn a lot from them. So, also here in online teaching, I also learn many things from my student. Mm, Last night, I had Maria. The student name is Maria. Um, it was her third time in my class, but I can't remember her because she's not my regular student. And then last night I asked her because I forgot the level of the kid. Even they come to my class 2 times or 3 times already. So I asked her, "How are you?" And then she said, she pout like this. And then I'm thinking he can't understand. So I show my cards and I said, are you sad?" And then she said, "No." And then I show the happy face. "Are you happy?" And then she said, "No." And then I ask again, "Are you happy?" And then she said, "No." And then I show my angry face and I ask, "Are you mad?" She said, "Yes." So pouting, when I asked her, "How are you?" and she pouted, so it means she's mad. So that is my first time experience the kid answering me she is mad, because every time I ask the student, "How are you?" they always say, "I'm okay, I'm fine, I'm happy." But Maria last night, she told me she is mad. But at the end of the lesson, she's happy. We play many games. And so when I find out that she is mad, I check the likes and dislikes because they have that one. They have a part there. What does the kid likes to the teacher, and what does the kid like doesn't like to their teacher. So I saw the dislike, and she disliked the teachers who speak fast. She disliked the teachers who don't use props, pictures, toys. She disliked the teachers who don't use rewards. So when I find out those things that she disliked that one, then I show many things, even real objects to her during our class, and at the end of the lesson she's fine. And my reward is not star, as because star is just common, uh, even in actual classroom situation, stars are common. So, in order for the student to remember you, just give them a unique reward. So, what are those unique rewards? So, I have a hamburger. It's like a puzzle. You can disassemble it and assemble it again. So every time my student answer me, I just show one piece of a burger and then add until it will become a complete hamburger. So that is one of the reward. And also I have different ice cream, pink ice cream, blue ice cream, white ice cream, and I have a popsicle ice cream as well. And I have sweets and chocolates, a toy. But I don't know where are the others. I just have one candy right now. And sometimes you can give them an actual food if you have. Like last time when my topic is juice and water, so it's good I have juice in the fridge, so I just show him juice and water. So every time, and then I ask him to get his water or juice if he have, and every time he answer me right, I always show him my water or juice, and I will just say cheers. So that is also a kind of reward. So, and if you have fruits in your fridge, like apple, orange, mango, so that is also a reward. It's an actual fruit, but it's a reward. So that one will attract your students' attention on your online class. And I hope some of I last night I received a message from one of the newbie Filipino teacher of 5-1 Talk, and he said he is watching my videos, my live stream for ESL, and he's learning something from my video. So because I have different playlists in my YouTube channel, I have Kathy's Adventure, which is my travel and my unique experience in my daily life. And I have the annulment, which is I am processing my annulment right now. So it's another playlist. And I have the ESL online class, which is I'm doing a part time. So it's my another playlist. And I'm thinking of doing another new playlist of learning Mandarin, because if you will teach online in 5-1 Talk or in ACADSOC, the students there are all Chinese. So, and if you will encounter zero level student, once in a while you have to speak Mandarin, especially if they don't have parents beside them. But if they have parents with them, then don't speak Mandarin, because the parents will translate and help you to translate to the kid. But if no, like last night, I had a 5 years old kid. His name is Danny. No parent, and he can't understand the how old are you, and I keep on saying how old are you, and then I type it, and because in the platform there is a chat box, you can type and you can translate in Chinese. And I think he can even cannot even read Chinese character. So the only way that the student can understand you is to translate the English into Chinese, into Mandarin, and no parent beside him. So I asked him, "Ni to dao la." Then that's the time he understood the meaning or the question, "How old are you?" So that's it. Okay, so it's already 12:40 now. Um, I will finish my live stream soon. My class starts at 5 o'clock. That's why I do live stream early, because I have a straight classes tonight. I think I have 3 or 4 straight classes tonight. So I'm not sure, because last night I woke up very early today, like 2 o'clock in the morning, because the electricity was cut. There is a little explosion from the post of our electricity here in our community. So from 2 o'clock in the morning until 10:20 in the morning, we don't have electricity, so it's very hot. So I did not sleep very well, like, because I keep on like waving my fan, and it's really hot. No matter what you will do, it's still hot. And my neighbor, because they have many kids, so they started to use their car for the kids to have a good sleep. But the noise of the car, and the lights, it's blinking, and the blinking of the light, the reflection is going to our living room, and we are sleeping in the living room, because before, if it's not summer, we always sleep in this bedroom. But since it's summer, it's very hot even in the evening, so we always sleep in the living room. And the reflection of the car lights from our neighbor goes to our living room, so I feel dizzy because of the lights, and noisy because of the car, and the dogs, my dogs and my neighbor's dogs, they keep on barking because of the lights, and the sound of the car as well. So, and then it's hot, so I don't have much sleep today, but it's fine. And that's why I did live stream today, this morning. And I don't know if I can do live stream tonight. If I can, then I will try to do it. um so I was scared, because I thought they will not fix the posts of our electricity. because I had two offense in 5-1 talk that I missed classes. I was late in the class, and it's automatically absent. So and then the other one, I tag myself as absent because I went out and go to the grocery and buy food, mm, when they extended the lockdown. So it's an urgent and emergency, and I don't know what time I will go back home. So I tag myself as absent. So that's why I got two offenses in 5-1 talk, being absent in my class. And then the third offense is they will terminate my service in 5-1 talk. That's why I'm a little bit scared when the electricity was cut. And I'm just praying that it will, like, go back as soon as possible. And it's good that I did not open classes in the morning, because last month, I opened classes from 10 o'clock, but usually the students book my classes 10:30, 11:30, like that. So and then the next class is afternoon, and then the next class is evening. So it's broken time, and it's all my time if it's broken. So I decided in this time slots from May 1st to May 15th, I just open classes from 5 o'clock in the afternoon until 9 o'clock in the evening. So it's, if even it's a little bit, there is a broken schedule, at least it's just like a small, short span of time compared from morning till evening. So, and anyway, I'm just part time. That's why, like, they won't give me much classes compared to those teachers that I saw they are posting in our groups that they have classes from morning until evening. And for me, it's like a tiring. Even you just sit, it's really pain in the ass. Very painful in the ass sitting from morning till evening. And maybe for them it's fine because they have a good ventilation in their house. But for me, around 12 noon until 4 o'clock in the afternoon is very hot here in my place, in my bedroom. So right now it's 12:45, it's getting hot, and I'm still haven't finished my coffee. This is my coffee, okay, and it's already cold. And soon I will go down and eat my lunch and drink very cold water. And what else? So I uploaded new video last night about my trip to Baguio with my friend, my best friend Jeanette. She's working in Dubai right now. She's still single, available, and still looking. And during our trip, the second day, we went to the mansion. Looks like a White House. And in the mansion, we met a guy named Raymond. He is an OFW, overseas Filipino worker, and he's a nurse in Qatar. And he just went to Baguio to renew his license as a nurse. And he has no companion. And he saw me and my best friend in Mines View first, because in Mines View everybody wants to take photo, and then there is a group of people in Mines View that they want to take photo. They are all forming in the Mines View. And then they said, like, oh, by the way, everybody is here, then who will going to take a photo for us? So we heard that one. So my friend told them, then, okay, I will help you take a photo. So my best friend is taking a photo with the whole family, and they are enjoying posing in the Mines View. And then and I asked my best friend, like, how long you will take a photo with them, because we also want to take a photo. And then, but the family is really enjoying the view and doesn't want to go, and there are many people wants to take a photo in that favorite spot. So I told the whole family, okay, let's last photo, and you do the jump shot. And they are trying to do the jump shot, and then they suddenly realize behind them is a is a, how to say that one? It's like if you jump, you will fall down because it's mountain. So there, everybody is laughing, and because of that word jump shot, this guy Raymond remember us. And then when we went to the mansion, he's also there. And then me and my best friend is taking photo one by one, and then he said like, I can help you take a photo, you two can pose together and I can take a photo. And then Raymond said, you are the one also in Mind's View that who told the family to do jump shot, right? So he remembered us because of that jump shot. Okay. Now, and then from the mansion, he we went to, I forgot the place where there are many horses. We walk there, pass there, and go to botanical garden. So the whole day, Raymond went with us because he's also living in Metro Manila, in Makati, and Jeanette, my best friend, is also living in Makati. So we asked him to just join our company, and then like the three of us will go back to Manila at the same time. So we went to botanical garden. Um, and then we went to Pink Sisters to pray. In Pink Sisters, all the nuns are wearing pink. That's why they call it Pink Sisters. And it's not allowed to take photos and videos, but I sneak. I always sneak. Even in Davao, there's a museum there that they said that taking videos and photos is not allowed, but I sneak. And also in Cordillera Museum, they said taking videos is not allowed. I'm not sure if taking photos is not allowed, but I took many photos in Cordillera Museum. So that's it. And and then before we went back to Manila, we ate in McDonald's, I think, or Jollibee. There is a fast food right across the bus station there. So we ate food first, and then before riding the bus going back to Manila. So and then we we arrived Manila early in the morning, like 2 o'clock, 2 o'clock or 1 o'clock in the morning. So that's a good experience. So every time me and my best friend go back to the Philippines, we always set plans to travel. And she is my best friend since we were in grade 1. So since we were 7 years old, and I am turning 28 this month. Okay. So, and she's my classmate when I was in grade 1. And grade 2 and grade 3, we separate the section because I moved to the star section and she stayed in the section 2, which is not the star section. And then grade 4 until grade 6, I moved to section 2. So I was kicked out from the star section, which is I really like that time. I don't like to be in the star section because it's pressure in studies you will not enjoy. And for me, as I said before, I'm not that serious, really serious person. I always want to have some fun. So if it's uh um in section 2, we have more fun compared to the star section. I just remember when we had the field trip, and we are 4 girls in one group, and we went to Ayala Museum, and it's a field trip, educational tour. And one of my friends said she will buy a Cali shandy and put in the jar, a small jar. And Cali shandy's color is the same as Mountain Dew color. So but that is a Cali shandy, so it's like a kind of beer, but it's not very strong. So when we were primary school student, we have that one. So she teach us to be naughty. Okay. And we drink Cali Shandy, and we're having fun. So that's it. So she's my classmate, my best friend since primary school. And then we separate when we were in high school because I went to Mindoro and she still stay in Makati. Her hometown is Makati. But we did not stop communicating with each other. We wrote letters every month. And when I studied college, I went back to Manila, in Santa Mesa, Manila, and that's the time we stopped communicating when the mobile phone is invented. I don't know, for some reason, maybe because we both get busy. And but I went to her house when I was in the college, and I only saw her. No, I did not went to her house. I went to their, they have the small shop in the municipal hall. They are selling food, like street food. I went there to check whether she's there because sometimes she's there. And I only saw her grandmom. I gave my mobile phone number to the grandma, but I think grandma forgot to give it to her, and she did not contacted me during that time. So I just think like maybe she already forgot me, and I have no way to communicate with her anymore. And anyway, I still try my best to contact her. And then when I was in China, I forgot, year 2008 or 2009, she's trying to search me in Facebook. But many people are trying to search me in Facebook. Even now. They are asking for my messenger, but I can't give it to them. I'm how to say that one, I'm a private type of person. So only the people that is very close to me knows my Facebook. And she's trying to search me on Facebook for 3 years. She told me for 3 years, and she can search me because I don't use my full name in Facebook. Just for security purposes as well, for the many scammers in online in websites. So I don't give my personal information. So she's trying to search me for 3 years and she has no luck. And suddenly, one of our classmates in grade one, I am a friend of that guy, and she find my name there. So that's the time she find me, and then she immediately messaged me and told me, uh, she rant and said like, I'm trying to search you for 3 years and you did not even exert effort to find me. So I'm a bad friend. So for me it's like that. If you forgot me, it's fine for me, I will forget you too. So that's it, that's my personality. I try once, and if it's not successful, there will be no second chance for me. Well, that's life. But after that, Uh, we keep on planning, traveling, and the good thing, every time we travel, I always make it sure that because like for her, she cannot really go anytime she wants. But in my job in China, if I want to go, I can go anytime, as long as I will ask permission from my headmaster. So every time I always tell her like, if you will go back to the Philippines, just let me know 2 months or 3 months in advance so I can plan my escape from my classes. So that's why every time she's here, I'm also here in the Philippines and we travel. Yeah, traveling helps me to learn many things, because I love to talk to local people. When we were in Baguio, we rode the boat to the Burnham Park, and I interviewed the banker, like if she's a local people there, how much she earn, how much is the rent of the house. You will learn something if you will speak to the local people, because they will tell everything. So, and then I find out there are many tourists, there are many foreigners living in Baguio as well. Some, most of them are from Nigeria, from Africa, because they are studying medicine in Baguio University, and they are living there. That's why. And some of them, they got married with a local Filipina girl in Baguio, and they live there. And the rent of the house in Baguio, she said, is ranges from 8,000 up. It depends on the location. And the banker that I spoke to, she's not from Baguio. She just went there to do the job, but and then she got married with a guy that is a local people of Baguio. But her hometown is in Bicol, which is really far from Baguio. So that's it. And in Panglao, I spoke to the banker too, but not much because we ride a speedboat and it's noisy. So I don't have much chance to interview local people in Bohol. Also in Cebu, I don't have much time. In Davao, also no. But every time, in Davao, yes, I spoke to two taxi drivers in Davao, and the lady in the massage spa. Yeah, so I spoke to those people. So every time I have a chance to, uh, if I have a chance to spoke to local people, I always do, because I'm not. I don't learn through reading much. I learn through hearing. So I am a visual. I am a, is it visual learner? Oh no. Because there are different kinds of learners. Kinesthetic learners, visual learners. So that's it. So as a teacher, you will know those different kinds of learners. I learned that before, but I forgot. Okay. What else? Okay. I have 8 minutes left, and I will leave the live stream soon. And it's getting hot here. As you can see, I'm sweating now. Okay. And what else? Hmm. What else? Oh, today is the season for mango in the Philippines. Like starting from March until last week of May, it's a mango season. The trees will bear fruits, and we have different kinds of mangoes. We call it Indian mango, which is small. The skin is green, but when you peel it, the inside is yellow. And we also have the big mango. We call it Carabao mango. So the skin is yellow that you can just like ripe. And we also have, if you haven't seen a red mango, we have a red mango here in the Philippines. It tastes really good, but that is it's not common. And if you find it, it's very expensive. So in my grandparents' uh, house, um, her backyard is full of mango trees. I think four or five mango trees around her nipa hut. And every summer we always go there, and we always eat fresh mango when we were young. When I was younger, I'm still young. Okay, and we they also she also have a starfish, no, star fruit. And at the back of her nipa hut is a small fish pond, and in front of her house is a farm, a rice field. So it's very nice there. I never been there for how many years now, more than 15 years, I guess. So yeah, I haven't been there for more than 15 years now. But when I was in primary school, every vacation, summer vacation, I always go there. So from here, I have to ride a bus to Batangas Port, and then from Batangas Port there is a fast ferry going to Mindoro, Calapan, and then from Calapan you have to ride a car or a bus going to Gloria. So that's the name of the hometown. It's Gloria, and there is also beach there, but like because the structure of that city is like in the middle is the highway, in this part is mountain, in this part is going to the sea. So my grandparents house is on the part going to the mountain, and we also have a house there, my parents house, and somebody is renting that house. We used to live there when I was in high school, but everybody now is here in Metro Manila. We have our own house here in Metro Manila, and we have a job, so there's no reason for us to go there. But last year I went there last April to celebrate my niece's birthday, seventh birthday, and my nephew's christening, Christian christening, and everybody go back home. And but we did not stay in our house, we stayed in the hotel, sponsored by my sister's classmate in high school, and the other room was sponsored by my brother. So it's a funny experience because we ride our car, but we haven't reached the place. Uh, we just went down from the big ship, and the car was broke. And in that, it's very nice thing to know that everybody knows everybody in that area, even you live from different cities, because when our car was broke we stopped by somewhere else and find the shop to fix our car. And then we don't know those people, we don't know the owner of that shop. And then we left the car there, and then we go to the party, and we find out that the owner of the shop know one of my brother's friend. So they did not charge us anything, but they did not fix it really. And my sister asked somebody to just get the car, like the person who always fixed that car. My sister asked him to go with him in Mindoro, fix it there, and then bring back here in Manila, because if those people will fix it, they might charge us more than 1,000 US dollar. And that is my brother's car. It's old, and right now the bumper is still broken because he got an accident last October. And we spent a lot of money paying for two cars that he hit, and now no money to fix the car. um, well, it's better not to fix it, better to sell it and buy a new one. Because it's old, and many parts are already broken and need to replace. So if you will do it, it's just better to buy a new one, it's the same. So I have 2 minutes left, and I will leave the live stream. And I hope you learned something from my live stream today. I just talk about different places that I've been to, and no one asked me question today. Maybe my regular interviewers were still sleeping because they are from different parts of the world. One is from Sweden and one is from Dubai. I'm not sure about the time there. I just try to do live stream in the morning. It's my first time to do live stream because I always do live stream in the afternoon or in the evening. So this is my first time to do live stream in the morning. I just want to do some experiments in live streaming, to see which one is having more views and having more audience to interact with me. But I think live streaming in the afternoon or in the evening is much better compared to live streaming in the morning, because in the evening and in the afternoon I have many viewers to interact with me, but in the morning just watching. No interaction. So I always keep on talking. So I will have 10 seconds left, so I have to say goodbye to everyone. And please stay safe and stay at home. So lockdown will soon to finish here in the Philippines. May 15, they said it's finished, and I hope everybody are safe. And I really wish that it will go back to the normal. So have a wonderful day, everyone, or have a wonderful evening to all of you. And thank you for watching my live stream. And God bless you all. Goodbye.